Warning, the stories you're about to hear are detailed accounts of shenanigans, pranks, and some mistakes that are meant to replicate the sort of discussions that veterans have when they reunite over a cold beverage and do not depict the professional daily actions of the military at large. We hope to make you laugh, but not to disrespect our proud men and women in uniform. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Cammo Comedy, where we take a humorous look at the lighter side of military service. We got a big show for you today, but before we jump into it, if you like what we're doing here, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, whatever they call it on your podcasting platform. And while you're at it, give us a 5-star rating, write us a review, as that makes us more relevant in the algorithm and boosts the overall visibility of the show. But word-of-mouth advertising is just so powerful, so if you tell some friends, I will love you forever. Okay, let's jump into the show. I am your host, Aaron Wolf. Just as a friendly reminder to the audience, we put out a new show every single Monday, so make sure you give the notification bell a nice tap. Give it a nice tap so you don't miss a show. Also, we are doing laughter therapy on the show. We got a lot of military members who struggle with everyday life after service, and we're just here to share a laugh and remember the good times. Joining us today is the man who doesn't have to play basketball because he's already got a Magic Johnson, call sign Blindside. Blindside, thanks for being on the show today, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. I didn't know I could play ball, but...
You don't have to, because you already have.
The only magic trick it does is a disappearing act.
Oh, nice. Also joining us today, looking like a big wet bucket of queefs, call sign Footloose. Footloose, thanks for being on the show today, man.
Wow.
You know, I never knew what that looked like, but now I can just look to my left, and it makes perfect sense.
Observe, good sir. Behold, as they say.
This
Bucket
physique is
of
naturally
queefs.
achieved. You just need a bucket and
It's
a
gross.
spray bottle
It's fucking gross.
and queef in it.
You look like you've been hanging out somewhere with 100% humidity all the time.
I like that you have a beard now because you remind me of Gabraham Twinkin.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, you queef bucket.
Also joining us today, the man whose dick and balls looks like a big bullfrog smoking a cigarette, call sign Cheeks. Cheeks, thanks for being on the show today, man.
You know, that's not terribly inaccurate. I am like 90% testicles.
Big old vocal sack.
Especially when he swells it out to intimidate people.
It's like that South Park episode where Randy's bouncing around on his nuts. He's like, Buffalo Soldier.
That would be the best intimidation tactic of them all.
I mean, would you want to fight a guy like that?
No, I
Imagine
wouldn't.
just bludgeoning you to death with his ball sack.
Yeah.
Side note, did you guys ever watch Sacha Baron Cohen's Who is America?
No.
Where he was doing like the tactical training as like the Israeli spy guy, and he tricked people into like pulling down his pants and like running at terrorists with their ass cheeks saying, America! Funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. I'll have to send it to you guys later.
Doesn't sound funny to me.
It is hilarious.
Then just look in the mirror.
Go fuck yourself, Cheeks.
Hey, guys, don't forget to use your bullfrog dick and spread some cheeks and not hate.
Well done, sir.
Thank you. So our first story is going to be another Swede story.
Hell yeah. What's up, Swede?
So I don't know if you
Welcome back.
remember Swede, but Swede was the smart ass who was up in the tower on deployment and basically told his 2-star general to suck his dick.
Yes.
That's an exaggeration.
And then he did.
But that's Swede.
And he got promoted.
So this story includes Swede and another guy we're going to call Big Sarge.
Okay.
All right. So Big Sarge is like 6'7" and 300 pounds, like a Shrek looking dude.
Jesus.
And his head's bigger than a basketball.
I miss
okay.
Shrek.
All right. So remember, Swede's just a small fella. He's an athletic looking guy. He's got blonde hair. He's got blue eyes. And for this story, they're down in Mississippi. Okay. And this is important to note where they're at because they're at pre-deployment training and they're in a scout platoon and they're about a month in training. Okay.
All right.
And anybody who's ever been to Mississippi knows that it is fucking hot.
Yes.
And not just hot.
Very humid, like
Just
a big wet
and,
bucket of
and it is
queefs.
humid. It's miserable, right? And it's like it gets so miserable out there that if you're sweating and then you hang your clothes up to dry for the next day, you put them on the next day, they're still wet because of the humidity, right?
Yikes.
So and that's important to note because these are soldiers and not airmen, so they didn't have the air conditioning and laundry services that you guys had.
In the chair force?
In the chair force.
Yeah,
so
they can't relate here.
So they're about a month into this this training, and they go to stay out in like a makeshift fob. So like this little forward operating base type thing that they makeshift. Not very many amenities of any kind. And because it was so hot and miserable and they're out on this fob type thing, a lot of these scouts weren't showering and taking care of themselves the way that they should. Like some of them weren't even taking whore baths with baby wipes.
Sounds like BO is prominent.
Exactly.
Thank God I was in the Air Force.
Thank God I was in the Army. So they had these like makeshift shower houses and stuff that they would shower in, but they weren't too great, okay? Now, as I said before, it is hot as fuck. It's like 95 degrees outside. It's muggy, and they spent all day getting their asses kicked by Op 4, which is the opposing force. It's like the
pretend bad guys.
The pretend bad guys.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, they get back to their barracks, and everybody's kind of sitting around, bullshitting, relaxing and stuff, and Big Sarge walks in to check on his guys, and he just notices this awful BO smell coming from the door, like as he walks in. Big Sarge comes in. He's like, nope, not having this, right? And he tells everybody, hey, you got 5 fucking minutes. Get ready. Everyone's going to go shower and clean their stinking asses.
Oh, yikes.
So the whole platoon ends up going and meeting up in the shower. Kind of like squad shower night, but
Yes.
but it's platoon size.
Oh, shower night.
Platoon shower night.
Well, insert Swede. Okay.
All right.
Swede goes into the shower. Everybody's in there showering, talking shit as they do. Hey, your dick's small. Hey, your dick's crooked. Hey, you're Captain Hook. Ah. You know what I mean?
Your dick tastes weird.
So these are like the appraisers of dicks. Just a whole platoon of guys appraising dicks. Right?
Yes, that's exactly what this was.
Yikes.
None of them on the Dick Hall of Fame on that ship.
No.
That's when you get caught beating
The
off.
masturbatorium. So Swede's in there and he gets all sudsed up, all right? And he's got shampoo all over his head and stuff. He's got soap in his eyes and he's covered up. And all of a sudden, he doesn't feel the water anymore and everybody's quiet.
Okay.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's a bad sign.
Like, am I in prison? What's happening?
Not again.
So Swede, with soap all over his face and stuff, can't see, right? And he's like, who the fuck turned my water off is what he's thinking. And he reaches out
Oh, no.
in front of him. And all he can feel is 2 man titties.
Not as bad as I thought that was going to be.
It's as bad as you thought it was going to be.
I can work with this.
Just to confirm. Blindside's over there fully erect. So Swede's got his hands out. 2 fistfuls of man titties, and just to confirm he's holding what he thinks he is, he gives him a squeeze.
Couple of squeezes. I mean, I think that's protocol.
And then he opens his eyes to no one else except for a big naked Big Sarge standing there in front of his shower head.
What the fuck?
Big Sarge looks at him and he's all sudsed up too. And he goes, anybody get to you yet? So Swede in a panic, because remember, 6'7", 300 pounds, Shrek looking dude, and Swede's a little guy. All of a sudden you hear Swede, he starts freaking out, sprints out, grabs his towel while Big Sarge is like doubled over laughing his ass off, right? And he's like, man, you should have seen the look on your face. Everybody's laughing and all that stuff. They get done. And then everyone looks at Swede, they're like, well...
Oh, what the fuck?
Everybody, like, this is normal, right? This is normal Army shit.
They set him
So
up.
absolutely. And they look at these two and like, well, what happened? And Big Sarge just looks at her and goes, got me a new bitch.
So did Big Sarge finish, or
I'll have to double check with Swede on that one.
or his therapist?
Yeah.
Was this revenge for him being a smart ass?
This is before. This is pre-deployment.
This is
Probably why he was a smart ass. He's like, can't do anything else to me.
I've already hit rock bottom.
Yeah. So thanks for sharing that, Swede. In your time of vulnerability, thank you for sharing it to us so we can share it with the world.
Nice. Thanks, Swede.
So the computer-based training things do happen.
Yes.
Remember, folks, consensual is sensual.
All right, so speaking of more stupid Army guys.
We love you, Army. Don't listen to Footloose.
Should I boo him? I'm going to boo him.
So these Army guys. Oh, no, okay. So these Army guys are out in Afghanistan, if you guys have ever heard of it or not. But
What is that place?
20-year war.
Never heard of her.
So they're out on this mission in Afghanistan, right? And so they're traveling around to different bases around the country, working with partner forces from other nations.
Nice.
So they were on this mission to go to, I guess they had the option of going to various different countries' bases, and they all had a discussion. They're like, hey, dude, the Germans have the best chow halls by far out of our choices here. Let's head there. So like, fuck yeah.
They did, dude. We used to stop at like the German bases and like the Swedish bases when we were over there too. And every time we stopped there, we're like, no, we're fueling up here. Like, well, we don't need fuel. Like, fuck you. We're eating chow. It's so much better. Yeah, we're gonna top off, okay? So good.
Swedish bases sound like that's where it's at, man.
Dude, it was so fucking good.
Swedish food is known.
Where did you get bruschetta?
I hear they have great fish.
And furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you show up to the base, you have to build it.
No instructions. Where's my screwdriver?
It's an Allen wrench. All right, so they stop at the German base, obviously, because that was the better choice here. So they go there. However, again, they're on a mission. They're in Afghanistan. They're not allowed to drink. However, other countries grow up drinking from like 6 and up. So they're pretty used to it, much more responsible than they are here in the U.S.
They can handle their shit, not go wild, you mean?
Exactly.
Name one time.
Every time, all the time.
Not a single story we've ever told on here would indicate we have a problem drinking.
Ja, bitte.
Nice.
So they're there trying to secure the stuff. However, they're like, you know what? I think we can go out for the night. There's a bar on base. Let's go at least check it out. So they get there. They want to try and relax and, just kind of blow off some steam a little bit. But
Blow off.
he was the lowest ranking guy in the pack.
I think you mispronounced Swede.
So they're trying to blow off Swede. So they go to the bar, but they can't have alcohol. So naturally, they get non-alcoholic beer.
They had non-alcoholic beer at this place?
I guess so. Yeah.
See, that's how good that the fucking other countries are at taking care of us.
Yeah.
Like, that's how much better they are than our own leadership, that they supply non-alcoholic beer knowing that we're going to be showing up to their base.
That is fully preparation for the Americans.
No one Germans came prepared, man.
Yeah.
Just there for accommodations.
Yeah.
Just in case, guys.
Oh, man.
So they stop and they're having, their non-alcoholic beer, still having a good time. It's giving them that little taste of home. I guess they were pretty stressed out, obviously being in the country and the missions they were on and everything like that. So it was nice to just kind of feel that taste of home. Even if it's not alcoholic, you can lie to yourself at that point.
Right.
Just have a good time still.
This feels good.
Yeah. So as they're talking, I guess in the background, they hear some music playing and then they realize, oh my God, it's karaoke night.
What is this, a fucking nightclub?
Yeah, this is Germans like to party. Dude.
What is this base?
Great chow halls, non-alcoholic beer, and karaoke.
They just had a perimeter, a bar, and a karaoke stand.
They took the discotheque on the road.
It just comes in a Connex box. Disco balls, stereo systems.
Hell yeah.
So like, all right, cool, let's go watch some of this. And so, they're expecting it to be like German shit they've never heard of before or whatever. However, they start hearing It's a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong.
Oh, no.
Yes.
And they look at each other like, no fucking way.
You got to go for just the show.
And so like, all right, well, this will be cool. Like, I've never heard this song renditioned in German before. That's got to be fun. Turns out the guy did not sing it in German. He sang it in English. But imagine like every cartoon German you've ever thought of in your life and how they speak. That's how this guy sang.
Oh, no.
Like, do you guys remember when William Hung got really famous for doing She Bangs by Ricky Martin?
Yes.
So
That's a hell of a callback.
this is the German equivalent of that. So he starts singing, so I sing to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this guy is belting it out, going all in, and I guess he was even trying to like do like the deep growl of the song and everything too, but it's all in this very thick German accent.
Yes.
So the American dudes are looking at each other just fucking bursting at the seams because they can't just burst out laughing at this.
Right, because he's probably trying his best.
Yeah, they're having a good time. And again, I guess they were allowed to drink, so this guy's already fucked up.
Yes.
Like, he's having a great time. We're not going to make him feel bad about it because we're having a good time, but they might be offended if we start laughing at him and then we get our ass kicked.
Wow.
Excuse me, sir. I'd like to report an international incident again.
Imagine explaining that one. So how'd you get in a fight at the bar?
So this guy started singing, and it sounded like this.
It's pretty impressive too, though. Like the Germans can sing in English.
That's impressive.
Kind of a nice trait.
That's it. I mean, we can laugh at he had an accent like
wild drunk.
Can any of you sing in German in any capacity?
Some Rammstein songs.
Du hast. I'll take Nina with 99 Luft balloons, please.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's about all I know.
So yeah, they recalled that very fondly of what an incredible experience that you're deployed.
It's a good way
but
to
you
de-stress.
get to see how the Germans party, and they're partying in English, but the accent they were just fucking losing it.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Really good at that, Cheeks.
That's amazing.
Nice.
I love that story.
Yes.
Awesome, man.
Oh, man. Well, about that, I got other Afghanistan stories.
What you got, man?
Okay, well, picture we're like on the Air Force for Afghanistan, minus the caviar, chocolate fountains there. Exactly. But now picture every day being like Groundhog Day. You wake up, you fix something, you fix something, you fix something, you go to sleep.
Right.
Day in, day out.
It's like my fucking job.
Well, so pictures, just every day, there's nothing really for excitement, but there is one thing that kind of is fun, and that's getting your hair cut.
Oh,
Picture
hell yeah.
a half of a double wide, so a single wide for those of you in Southern Ohio.
Half of a double. I love that math.
So Cheeks, just like imagine your
Thanks
house
for
but cut off
closing the
living room.
your house, but half of it.
Thanks for closing the loop on that one.
I fucking
It's your
hate
house
you.
post-divorce.
That was pre-divorce.
Okay, anyway, this little trailer basically has a place to get your hair cut, and it's full of all these women from Kyrgyzstan, which is a little country just north of Afghanistan. So they're almost like the Asian hill people.
What do their knuckles look like?
Hairy.
No, they kind of look like, sturdy Asian women.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, you can go there and
Strong on plow.
you can go there and get your hair cut. And what's nice, they'll wash your hair, and it's kind of relaxing. Like, you actually have a woman's touch in a non-sexual way, just washing your hair and kind of relaxing and taking it easy. Well, also in there, they want to make more money. And we're not talking happy ending massages, but massages.
Okay.
So there's all these people getting massaged in these little tables behind you. There's just a shower curtain between you, room for about 20 people to sit, and there's probably like 8 barbers there. These female, cutting hair and stuff.
Right.
Well, we go to the side we're going to get our hair cut and just take a little break. So we stop off. And this one guy, we'll just say his name's Steve. He's going to go first, and he's going to get his hair cut. And we're tired. We've been up all night fixing stuff. It's probably about 2 p.m. We're just kind of taking a break.
Okay.
So anyway, he sits up in the chair and says he wants to get his hair cut and this and that. Well, he leans back and she starts washing his hair. And they don't just wash your hair for, 30 seconds. It's probably a good couple minutes.
Right. It's nice.
Well, myself being a kind of a smart ass, I kind of stand up and look at the lady, put my finger in front of my mouth. And so there's other guy, Rusty, working with me. He comes up there and we get right up next to him. Well, so our hands go in place to her hands and we're scrubbing.
Yes.
You guys started massaging his head?
Right. We're washing Steve's head. Now, he thinks it's this good-looking Kyrgyzstani woman, but it's my dumb ass and Rusty's dumb ass.
The old switcheroo.
Same strength and hands, though. So.
Yeah, same strength and hands.
Easy
No happy ending here.
transition.
But as this going on, it went from everyone chattering, just normal, you hear background chatter, till it is bone silent. Everybody's watching what we're doing.
See, now that's a telltale sign. Anytime, it's just like watching kids. Anytime it gets really quiet, you know something's up.
Right, you go, if your son's room's quiet, he's masturbating. Exactly. Hey, cut that out.
I mean, you're the first dude in the room. You look over, it's like, is that dude massaging his hair? Like, does that have 2 dudes massaging his hair? What is going on? And then you slap the
my
guy next to you.
fucking
Like,
dream.
Look at that.
But the worst thing about it is you can tell that he in his mind, he still thinks it's this decent-looking woman washing his hair because he's kind of into it. He's kind of about half asleep, just laying back.
So he's got a boner.
I didn't check. I should have.
You're a liar. Blindside sweating now.
Knee deep in KY jelly.
That's the army deployment I know.
Well, so anyway, he finally looks up, and the look of just total disgust and disgrace from his friends. We start laughing. The whole place breaks out laughing. All the women are laughing.
Oh, that's amazing.
Holy
Imagine, was he just
can't
sitting
have
there just-
anything.
He was just feeling good, just, yeah, this feels great.
I'm trying to enjoy a nice shampooing, and you guys fucking ruined it.
Just
How
slowly
dare
blowing
you,
in
sir.
his ear.
That could have turned
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. All right, so I got the next story. This story is an Air Force story, and it's going back to the early 2000s. Now, we've got 2 main characters here. We've got Ian, and we've got Jose. One important thing to note is that the physique of Ian. Ian is like, he's not the tallest guy in the world, but he's also not the shortest. And he's also a power lifter. So if you just kind of looked at him, he would look a little bit tubby, but he was a strong motherfucker. And he's a big dude, right? For just being average height, right? So that's important to note for later on in the story.
Beefcake.
Exactly.
Some weight gain 4,000.
Now, Ian and Jose are Air Force military police, if you will. And they're working a night shift. So they're out just kind of doing their checks, and they do something called building checks, which building checks are very much what it sounds like. They're checking out buildings, looking for anything that's out of sorts, right?
Hey, building, how you doing?
Oh, you're a 30 building.
So Ian comes upon this door that's unlocked. And this door goes into like a little stairwell. So they're like, all right, man. Ian looks at Jose and says, all right, let's go in and check things out. Let's see what's what. So they're kind of going up the stairwell. And this building is like several stories high, right? So they're looking up and they notice that all the way at the top, there's this ladder that's attached to the wall that leads up to an access point for the roof, right? So Ian kind of looks at Jose and says, hey, man, let's fucking go on the roof.
Oh, just because he's a roofer, huh?
Jose, I assume you have more experience on the roof, so.
I did not say that.
You said it without saying it.
So Jose is actually like not a big fan of this idea. He's like, come on, man, look at the hatch over there is locked. And Ian looks at him. He's like, bro, I could pick that lock. Let's get on the fucking roof, you know?
We'd have to pick the lock to get up there?
Yes.
It's not just like, we can open it.
Yeah.
Right. So Ian kind of has at it a little bit. They kind of have a little bit of a back and forth. And finally, Jose is just like, all right, man, I guess we go up there for a little bit and just kind of hang out. You know, what else are we doing? It's a night shift. It's kind of longer hours and all that kind of stuff. So they climb the ladder. 5 seconds. Ian picks that lock. Boom, they're up on the roof, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
How often does this guy pick locks?
So building checks. You mean scavenger hunt? Or building checks?
He's a scrounge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what all are you going to scrounge from the top of a roof? You know what I mean?
You be AC units?
Copper.
So Ian and Jose pop out onto the roof. And like I said, this building that they were checking is several stories up, and it has a nice view of the flight line. So they're looking at all the pretty lights at night. They're watching aircraft that are like landing and aircraft taking off, and it's kind of nice. They're like, hey, man, just kind of chill up here. Like, nobody knows we're up here, and just kind of take a little breather, man. Like, take it all in. They're just, having a nice time, right? So Jose's kind of got to the end of his rope. He's like, all right, man, hey, we've been up here for long enough. Let's go. And Ian's like, no, come on, man. Let's just take like one lap around the outside of this bitch, and then we'll go. So Jose doesn't really see the trouble in it. He's like, all right, so we'll walk around a little bit, I guess, and then we'll go back down. So they're kind of walking, doing a lap on the outside of the roof of this building. And they're shoulder to shoulder. They're kind of like looking at each other and all this. And they're just kind of having like casual conversation. All of a sudden, Ian disappears.
No.
No.
Now, I thought you were going to tell me the wind blew and shut the latch.
Yeah, I was thinking latch stuff, not.
No, this is way funnier.
Well,
Somebody died. He fell off the roof.
well, hold on.
Was there a witness of this story, or is this only one person telling it?
That's the witness, also the suspect.
So at first, Jose just thinks like Ian maybe have just tripped over a drainage pipe or something like that. So he looks down and he sees that there is a fucking hole in the roof. And he looks down and he sees his friend Ian had like crashed through I didn't get all of the details whether this was like some kind of a plastic bubble skylight or if it was just kind of like a weak portion of the roof, kind of like up in an attic where it's not load bearing. You're not supposed to walk there, but only engineers would know. But this is why they fucking have the roof locked. Right. You know what I mean? So he looks down. And fucking Ian came crashing down on some poor bastard's desk, scattering fucking papers and shit everywhere, fucking knocked over computers, all kinds of crazy shit, right? So he's just like, oh my God, Ian, are you okay? Ian's like rolling around, like he's got the wind knocked out of him and everything like this. He's just like, I'll be right down. I'll be right down. So fucking
jumps down on top of him.
Cannonball!
Ian goes over to the hatch. He climbs down to the next floor, and he's like looking for what he thinks might be the door of the office that his friend Ian is in. But here comes the problem. The door's locked. And Ian is not in the best shape right now. So how do you get in? So Ian had to kind of like get his faculties about him, roll off the desk and go unlock the door. So here comes Jose. He's like, hey, man, are you good? He's like, yeah, man,
what the fuck was that?
Oh, because Ian was the one who could pick locks, not Jose. So, wrong person to fall through the roof.
Jose was like, what the fuck was that? He's like, yeah, man, I don't know what fucking happened to me. All of a sudden, I was just on this fucking guy's desk. But now we've introduced a very new problem, right? Because, like, there's a fucking hole in the roof. And how are you going to explain this? Like,
Well,
you
it's
know.
so weird. I don't know.
We were never here.
Exactly. Now, I would say, knowing what I know about some security forces guys, I think some guys might just go up there and, like, put a newspaper over the fucking hole and call it good and run away.
Yeah.
But we did not get the information that they did that. Now, if it were me, I would probably just spend the rest of the night trying to find a raccoon and put it in this person's office and then just, let people make their own conclusions from this.
Genius.
But
So when you fell through that roof,
so now they have a new problem because there's a fucking hole in the roof. They've, like, ruined this person's fucking desk almost. Like, there's fucking paper scattered everywhere.
all the
So it's
papers
gonna
just
be
been
like-
stuffing in the ceilings for years.
Oh, yes.
Good
Great
callback to that
callback.
story. Yeah. So they just kind of gather up whatever they can. We're happy to report that Ian did not get, like, horribly injured, but he got a little bit injured, right? He got some bumps, bruises, some scrapes. I think he mentioned that he happened to break a couple little ribs or something like that.
Yeah, that's no big
No
deal.
big deal.
Try explaining that to the VA.
But yeah.
Yeah, non-service related.
We're going to give you 80% for that, Ian.
But see, this is how some of your actions can tell on you, because how are you going to do? If you try to play this off like I tripped in the parking lot on the same night that there's a hole in the roof the next day, then, people are going to start connecting some dots.
It's a Looney Tune cutout of your body through the ceiling. No, it wasn't me.
Wile E. Coyote or some shit like that.
Yes.
That would be amazing. Well, anyway, so Ian and Jose just decide, we're going to clean up this office the best we can, lock the door, and just fucking pretend like we were never here.
Oh, my God.
Now, I think they did get in a bit of trouble for this because it took a little while for people to start connecting dots. And let's face it, if there's a hole in the roof, people are going to be like, okay, who was here last night?
Well, I wasn't there last night.
So, yeah. But I love that story, man. Thanks for sharing.
Let's talk about the poor guy who works at that desk.
Finance, obviously.
Poor bastard that's
Let's talk about the sturdiness of that desk.
coming in the next day. You're like, what the fuck happened in here? No matter how well you put it back together, you're not going to get it exactly right.
No.
This was not an IKEA desk, that's for sure.
Oh, man, that sucks. But this is why you don't go up on the roof.
Right?
Fucking not supposed to.
Should have taken cardboard and wrote on it "simulate ceiling" and then tape it up there over the hole.
I still like the newspaper idea.
I do too.
That would have been hysterical.
Or a raccoon.
It's like, I don't feel like there was a newspaper on the ceiling yesterday. So what you're telling me is they never secured the building is what I'm getting out of all of this.
I would argue that they
piece of
probably made it worse because they added
Added an entry point to the building that wasn't there before.
To be fair, it was really hard to get up onto the roof.
Not anymore.
Unless you could pick a lock. Hey, thanks for checking out the Cammo Comedy Show Podcast. If you like what we're doing here and you want to participate in this community, there are many different ways you can contribute.
First and foremost, tell someone about the show. Word of mouth advertising is very powerful, and we really appreciate you helping us out.
If you have any funny military stories of your own or know somebody who does, with their permission, of course, you can contribute those stories via email at stories@cammocomedy.com. That's stories, STORIES, at CAMMOCOMEDY.com. And if you're not too good at the internets, drop us a voicemail at area code 531-222-6146. That's area code 531-222-6146.
Yeah, and if you want to interact with us throughout the week, hit me up on my socials, Facebook and Instagram. Just look up ! Cheeks.
We have a lot of big plans for this show. In building this community to support veterans, we will announce here soon. So stay tuned. All right. I'm going to go enjoy a nice pasta salad with a little mayonnaise later.
Okay, first of all, mayonnaise?
Why do you always have a problem with the way I talk?
There's a way you're supposed to say the word, Aaron.
Mayonnaise?
That's not it.
Panaz.
That's not fucking it, Aaron. That's not.
I see trees of green.
Yes, cheeks.
Red roses too.
Very nice.
I see 'em bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitte.
It's a shame you don't have sound effects of someone crashing through. And all of a sudden, play the sound effect.